an ENT microscope. Now, an ENT microscope is fantastic in the respect that it magnifies the image, it's extremely clear. It also gives you stereoscopic or binocular vision, so you're viewing the inside of the ear with both eyes. And that's done, it's artificially, so our interpupillary distance, the distance between each pupils, I don't know exactly how much it is, 3 or 4 centimetres, I would believe, thereabouts. Because of that distance, it's not physically possible to look inside deep into the ear with both eyes and see earwax, because the ear canal's about, say, less than a centimetre in width, and the distance, the length of the ear canal is about 2.5, so it's not possible to see with both eyes into the ear at a particular point unless you've got a huge ear canal. So with an ENT microscope, it's very clever. It artificially converges your interpupillary distance, so the optics inside artificially converge both eyes closer together, so you can see the earwax in an ear with both eyes. So it's what they use the periscope in a submarine. It's very similar technology. So an ENT microscope has the ability to provide you with stereoscopic or binocular vision. Now, why is that important? When you've got binocular or stereoscopic vision, that provides you with spatial awareness, depth perception. So, and a quick way of testing that, you can test this yourselves whilst you're listening to me talk. If you put one from, just say, your left hand, your index finger, if you put it as far away as possible from you and keep your finger up, and then attempt to touch that with your right index finger, so you can do it vice versa if you're right or left-handed, and do it one eye open and one eye shut, and you'll find that although you will manage with one eye, but it's easier to judge the distance of how far that finger is away from you when you've got both eyes viewing the tip of your index finger as opposed to one. So in other words, an ENT microscope can provide you with binocular stereoscopic vision, which promotes depth perception. Now, if you've still got a very, very narrow ear canal and the wax is very deep, even with the best ENT microscopes, it's still not possible to obtain. Even though it's converging both pupils closer, but it can't do it enough to visualize that wax in a very narrow ear with both eyes. So in that sense, it can also be limited. An endoscope, you can get 3D endoscopes now, so they've been out for a while, if truth be told, but you normally have special screens. The technology is not yet mobile enough, and you have to wear 3D glasses, or when you go to the cinema and you watch a 3D movie, it's a similar concept. But otherwise, with an endoscope, it is a it's a monocular view. I'm looking right now at a 2D screen. I'm using my iPhone SE. That's what I'm viewing the inside of the ear with. So we've got the app blowing it up on a 2D monitor. Now, that doesn't mean, however, that although I'm viewing inside the ear I know I'm looking with both eyes, but we deem it as monocular vision because it's on a flat screen. It doesn't mean you can't have depth perception. As you've seen the videos, we can. But you just develop depth perception in a different way. And the way you do it with monocular vision, there's different methods, and we use it in combination. So the closest you get to the earwax, obviously the earwax magnifies, it gets more in focus. You use the landmarks in the ear. So I use the second bend, I use contours, shadows in the ear canal, dips. So when you've got a dip in the ear canal or narrowing, I'm probably deeper in the ear. I've got the inferior recess. I use the hairs as landmarks. So when I'm near the hairs, I know I'm the outer third. That bit, the patient just flinched. That's just because the wax came off you can see it came off that piece of skin, so it's near the entrance. So the patient was just surprised.